Hey guys, so excited to talk about a topic that I am seriously so passionate about. Thank you guys so much for just kicking butt in this push group these last three weeks. I can't believe it's already coming to an end, but just know that we've been watching you guys, and congrats to those of you who have already hit diamond in such a short period of time. It's been awesome just watching you guys grow. So this is a video I've done before. Creating leaders. How do you become a leader? How do you help your coaches become leaders? Obviously a very hot topic and something that we all want to learn more about. So today I'm going to actually tackle it a little bit differently. For those of you guys that are already my coaches, I'm full of a little tough love. But I'm just going to give you guys 10 tips on just how to become a leader, which in turn, when you become a leader, your team wants to become a leader. Kind of like a monkey see, monkey do. So I'm going to give you guys 10 straight up tips as to how you can better become a leader and really inspire your coaches to do that as well. So if you guys are tuning in, I want to know if y'all are hitting diamond tomorrow, you better shout yourselves out. And if not tomorrow, when is your goal date? Is it the next? Because you guys should always be pushing until the very last second because you guys can do it. We've seen it happen very quickly. We've seen it happen within this group. We've seen it happen with each other, and anything is possible. So you have to be the coach that you want to be, that you want to create. You must be that coach. And, you can't tell your coaches that you want them to be hitting Success Club or you want them to be an elite coach if you're not doing that too. The best way to inspire your team is for them to watch you crush your business, crush your goals, meaning your fitness, your health, your mental health, all of those. That's only going to make them want to become that and become more like you. So 10 tips straight up. Here we go. Number one, you must have a business builder page. If you guys are pushing for diamond, diamond is an amazing goal to shoot for. It's when you really become a leader on this team. But you can't do that alone. You can't hit diamond by yourself. You guys should absolutely be holding a business builder page. So what my business builder page are my coaches who hit Success Club the month prior. They get to stay in the group. If you're not hitting Success Club, you're not a business builder. That's just the way that it is, plain and simple. This might come maybe a little harsh to some of your coaches. They might be a little bit upset. Maybe you only start with 1 or 2 people in this business builder page, but your business builder page is where you're posting everything business related. So for us, this is totally my husband's idea, so all the credit to him. But for us, we were posting so much on our PS page. Mind you, our business is probably a little bit bigger than yours, so it's something to definitely maybe look into doing, and maybe some of you guys implement it today, which is awesome, but totally up to you guys. But for us, we were posting so much business-minded information in our coach clubhouse, and guess what? A lot of my coaches are discount coaches, so for them, they saw that as just like another noisy group. They didn't want to be in it because they weren't interested in the business at all. They didn't want to be hearing anything business minded, and then they weren't even looking at the post that I wanted them to, my next invite to my challenge group or my next invite to do a free group together, stuff like that. They weren't even seeing those because they already had tuned out the group because they're like, this is just business. I don't want to be a part of this. So that's why we created the business builder page. So they must have gone through Coach Prep School, obviously covering all of the very first things that they should know as coaches so that, these people are like business minded, and they must hit Success Club the month prior. Like I said, if this is you and you only have 1 or 2 coaches hitting Success Club, that's okay because this group will build. Another part of having the business builder page is it must be good. It must be valuable. If you're not offering anything in that business builder page, why should they push to be in it? We give our coaches who earn a spot in the business builder page every single month. They get their opportunity with a 15-minute call. 1 month it's all with me. 1 month it's all with Steve. And then the 3rd month we split up the times and just give everyone an opportunity for a 15-minute brainstorming call where we cover what's, any of their questions. Those coaches come with their questions. So it's not me picking their brain like, how are you? How's it going? It's straight business. We get right into it. We go over the questions and then figure out how we can help them. And that way it's 15 minutes. It's very productive. But that also really helps them. It gives them the face time that they crave every single month. But it also, I know they're business builders, so it's helpful as opposed to someone who never hit Success Club, who gets Success Club 0 every month, and they're like, I'm a business builder. I want to do this full time, but it's just not working for me. It's like, no, you're not working. So you must utilize a business builder page, even if it starts small. Number 2, learn personality types. So as you guys are entering and becoming diamond coaches, it is important for you to know your other coaches' personality types. I don't focus on this so much in the very beginning because honestly, in the beginning, I just want my coaches to all be learning at the same pace. I want them to be learning about branding and social media and hitting Emerald and becoming a success starter, all of the above. I don't want them, I don't want to overanalyze their personality types, but when my coaches are getting closer to diamond rank, that's when I really have found it to be helpful to figure out their personality types just so I can see how they're motivated. Obviously, they're not always motivated the way that I am, so that's important for me to know and to understand, especially because if you are motivated by a diamond push group like this and you're just doing them every month, your coaches might not be into them and you're like, why are they hitting diamond? Guess what? These groups don't pump them up. So you need to be varying the different ways of push groups, which I'll talk about that as a different point. But the 2 books I recommend for that, one, Personality Plus, and then the other one is the Shapes Personality Test by Connie Podesta. So if you guys want to Summit, which everybody in this group should want to Summit, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those are the 2 that I recommend. Number 3, you must 10x your business to create leaders. You will not create many leaders if you hit Success Club 5 every month. That's not super motivating. I was in your shoes before. Your coaches are going to hit around that or less. But when you actually 10x your efforts and you focus on Success Club 10 every month, they're going to be more likely and more motivated to do the same thing as you because they see you doing it. They're like, oh, my coach is kind of adding in more people into her network every single day. Why would I not be doing that? Because they signed up with you. They believe you, they trust you. So when you lead by example with that, it makes them be like, oh, okay, so I should probably be doing a little bit more. Success Club 5 is not going to cut it. I'm not going to build this huge empire by hitting Success Club 5. You might, if it's people you know. That's how, I helped a couple of my first diamonds because there were people that just trusted me and I was like, let's do this together. But I was not 10xing my efforts. And once I started 10xing my efforts, my business started flourishing, like kind of just a no-brainer. Number 4, your onboarding system must work. So this is important. Number 4, your onboarding process must work. Please do not rely on TFTF Coach Prep School for that to be your onboarding. That is not enough. It is something to get them prepped right away, getting them assignments, getting them pumped, maybe, just excited to be a part of it, learn a couple things, but guess what? The rest is on you. The rest is on your training. Help them with social media. Help them figure out what their brands are. Help them with their posts. If they're absolutely awful at social media, don't just let them post like that. Help them out and share that in your mentorship. My mentorship is very focused on my newest coaches. It's where most of my mentoring for the month goes. And I spend a lot of time fine-tuning their social media and helping them invite and helping them get posts out and helping them hit Emerald that first month and success starters. I feel like that's something that I do pretty well because I don't shy away from the fact that if you want to be successful, my most successful coaches hit Success Club their first month. Done. That's it. They hit Emerald that first month. They made a decision to open their business. It's just being very confident with that is going to help them become confident too. So anyways, if your onboarding system sucks, reevaluate it, redo it. No, if you haven't hit Success Club yet this month, don't spend time redoing your onboarding process. I'm not saying that, but once you hit SC10 for the month, yes, now you have a little bit more time to recreate that onboarding process and use what your coach did with you that worked. It's okay to use bits and pieces of that, but whatever it is, you're in charge of your coaches getting started right from the beginning, especially that first month. And so many coaches are like, I have coaches now. What do I do with them? I don't know how to mentor. I'm scared. Guys, just teach them how to post on social media. That's a huge part of my mentorship. It's getting them to post and getting them to start talking to their cold market, because we all know your warm market runs out after about 3 to 4 months of coaching. That's just the way that it is. That's just what happens every single time. So if you aren't creating those cold market relationships from day one, you're going to get yourself into a little bit of trouble because you're going to realize, oh no, what do I do now? Okay, so that was point number 4, onboarding. Your onboarding system must work. Number 5, Diamond is the starting point in growing a business. This is maybe hard to hear because you're like, I've been pushing for Diamond for 3 years. This is so hard. You're not focusing in the right places. You need to be blinders on, focused on recruiting, creating emeralds, Popping emeralds, maybe that's you popping your own emeralds. Quite a few of our diamonds have made their own emeralds. They stopped waiting on their team to make them diamond and they just did it themselves. They built their spouse, they built their mom. Obviously, if you are not married to your significant other, they must have their credit card on file. Otherwise, compliance will get after you. Same thing with your mom. Your mom needs to be using her own credit card. 100%. That's easy. That helps any issue with compliance. But guess what? You can still put coaches underneath them. But diamond is the starting point. That does not guarantee a six-figure income unless you're hitting Success Club 200 every month, which nobody in this group is doing. But diamond is the starting point. It gives you leverage. It helps you become a leader. It gives you that momentum. But then you push for 2-star because that's when your income is actually going to be something. 6. 80% of your business should be focused on you and your business. 20% is mentoring, working with your coaches. 80% should be on your business. This is something that it does change once you become, 2-star and above. Maybe it's 70-30, but until you hit 2-star, it's 80-20. So that means that what are you doing with your time? Are you just staring at your coach's post being like, oh my gosh, why is she posting that? No, you should not be scrolling. You should be working on your business. That's just the way that it is. You need to be working on your business. That means recruiting, following up, creating new relationships, figuring out what your next group is, figuring out ways to add value. It's simple. Number 7, invest in your business. If you don't have a freaking selfie stick or a tripod from Amazon, you need to do that today. You need to buy that today. It is a write-off because it is needed just for your business. They're under $15, but it is such a pet peeve of mine that all I see of you guys are selfies like this every day. Smile, maybe a little bit over here, maybe you're like, and then another selfie, you're like, staring off into space. Guys, use a freaking tripod. Get full body shots. Show off those amazing bodies you guys have been working so hard for. People need to see that you take your job seriously, not that you're just in selfie mode every single day. Picture Monday, picture Tuesday, picture Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not kidding. This is stuff that I see that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't teach you guys this stuff. You have to give different angles. You have to share different parts of your life. When you guys share pictures with your kids, be in the picture with them. I very rarely will ever post a picture of just Mav. Maybe once every 40 pictures. But most of the time I'm with him. Me and Max, me and him, me, him and Steve. People want to see you in your pictures. So if you're thinking well, my husband's not home to take pictures of me, or I don't have anyone to take pictures of me, tripod, 100% tripod, and stop taking them all in selfie mode. When you're putting a tripod up like this, I have a little text from Sam. When you're putting your tripod up like this, take the picture like this. So you're taking it like the actual camera. It's going to be less grainy. It's going to be beautiful. Andrea, the tripod that I suggest, I think it's the first one. Just type in camera tripod on Amazon. It's $15. It's a taller one, but it's great for doing workouts. Excuse me. It's amazing. But it's a must because people will take you so much more seriously when they see your whole body and they're like, oh my gosh, I see her with her son in his playroom, and then they get to see more of it. So the more they have to look at in the picture, the more they're going to be like, wow, this is something real. She's a business owner. Number 8, you must recruit like a boss. There are quite a few of my newest coaches that are freaking killing it in this department. And it is just proof that this is a possibility if you work hard enough for it, if you know what you want and you go after it. Recruiting 1 to 3 coaches a month is not going to get you to a 6-figure income. It will, maybe in 5 years, and that's fine if that's your goal. That's awesome. But if you want that 6-figure income with coaching sooner, it is possible in 2 years. It is very possible. So many of my diamonds are 6-figure earners. 6-figure earners with just coaching. What would you guys do with that money? You get to build your freaking business from home, and you get to seriously love your life every single day. And trust me, it is worth it. But you have to recruit like a boss. Have your goal be 5 coaches a month. If you want to 10x it, have your goal be 10 coaches a month. Anything is possible if you work hard enough and you show the possibilities of this business and what coaching has done for you. Make it seem like everybody needs this because they do. Their life will be better because of it, but you have to let them know that that's possible. Number 9, love your coaches and treat them like family. If your coach has a goal of hitting diamond tomorrow and they miss it, do you just say, all right, see you later? No. You figure out the next goal date, that next Thursday. Obviously, you take your foot off the brake if the coach is like, well, my goal date is 6 months from now. Okay, well, I can try to pump them up to do it the next month, but if they don't want that, that's okay too. Obviously, there is no timeline for our businesses. It's our business. We do whatever we want. We do timeline, whatever we feel like is most comfortable. But for someone who's ready to go, you just have to help them reassess their values, reassess their goals, and do something tangible with them and get them pumped. Figure out a new way, kind of like what I was talking about with number 2. Learn the personality types. Maybe your coaches benefit better being one-on-one with you. Maybe they don't like success pads. Maybe they're just not a fan of it. If nobody's responding in the little success pod that you created, they don't like it. It's just simple. Some people thrive off that. Some people don't want that. Some people would much rather have a push group. But what does that mean as a leader? That means that every single month you are varying the ways that your coaches are growing. You should all be running a push Emerald group of some kind once a month. I'm pretty sure most people don't do that. They just rely on their uplines to do that. And guys, our Emerald in 24 have not been working. We had $125 on the line this last Sunday, and nobody had Emerald in those 24 hours. So it's like you can't rely on your coaches to do things because your coach sometimes does things that's not working either. But I know other coaches on this team that theirs are freaking killing it, and those that really motivates their people. It just has to be the right personality for the right push. Number 10, cast your vision and share it with your team. So what are things that you're going to accomplish by the end of the year? What are things that you're going to accomplish just in general on your bucket list? What are these things that you want to accomplish for your business? Create a vision board so that it's something tangible, something that you can see, something that you can talk about and explain as if it's froyo. Okay, I always give this example, but like when I talk about froyo, I say that I layer the bottom with marshmallow, and then I put vanilla yogurt next, and then I put Oreos on top, and then more marshmallow, and then sometimes a little bit more Oreo, and then yogurt. And that's what I talk about, and I'm already drooling thinking about it. But with your vision, what are you going to accomplish? Is it being a six-figure earner? Is it, being in charge of your mortgage and being able to pay for your mortgage? That was a big goal of mine in the beginning. Is it paying for your groceries in cash? Is it treating yourself to get your nails done every month or something like that? Like what are these things? What are these tangible items? You have to share it with your team though, because that allows them to dream big with you, and that allows them to see that, wow, I'm not dreaming big enough. When I shared our dream home with our Star Diamonds, that was the first place I shared it. I said, oh my gosh, you guys just, I think, found our dream home. Gonna go look at it tomorrow. And then a day later, we're like, put an offer in. The next couple hours or day, I think it was the next day, like, it's ours, holy crap. And all of my Star Diamonds were like, holy shit, we need to be dreaming bigger. Like, I know Jamie, she's a human, she's a person. She just made this happen. But it was because Steve and I talked about our dream home so much that it was like, what are we saving for? We're saving for our dream home. Okay, what does our dream home look like? What does it have? What are the features? What do we have it, what do we see with our family there? It was all these tangible things that we talked about. So you have to share it with your team to let them know where they're at, whether it's they need to be dreaming bigger, or maybe they're just like, wow, I had no idea that coaching could even get me there. But you have to share that with them as their leader. So 3 books I'm going to recommend to you guys that you must be reading at some point. I will post the links to all of them in the comments as well. So number 1, Zen as Fuck. This is my newest book that I'm obsessed with. It's basically a gratitude journal, but like yesterday was amazing. Okay, so this is what it had me do. It said, write your name in the center of this page. Check every one of the boxes to the right to remind yourself of what a fucking gem you are. If you don't think the phrases apply, ask yourself why. Decide if you want to make changes so that you do, or if they want to cross them out and fill your own. Okay, so I literally filled out all these things and said them out loud. I am fucking incredible. I am fucking smart. I am fucking powerful. Obviously, if you don't like to swear, this book isn't for you. But for me, it's an awesome gratitude journal. Number 2, the 5-second rule. 5-second rule. If you're ever fearful or you're ever hesitant, you just freaking say that 5-second rule out loud and it works. Like the whole process works, and Mel Robbins is an incredible author. That's a must. And lastly, the 10X rule. You guys hear me saying the 10X everything. What does that mean? That means you multiply your efforts by 10 and give yourself a 10x life. Okay, that is also a book that you need to be reading. That also changed the game for me. So I will link all of those in the comment below. But I want to see you guys become leaders. I want to see you guys create leaders. Obviously, we all want to create leaders. We all want to be leaders. But guess what? That starts with you, and that's impossible without you being a leader. And you have to freaking own it. So hopefully that pumped you guys up. I love you all, and I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday.